Okay, we laid out all the bricks on the floor as they're going to go up on the wall. Yeah, it's in reverse, so the way this would look would be this way. So here's the bottom, here's the outlet, and it'll go up here. Now what I've done is I've mounted the track. This track goes on the bottom, and as you can see with this Kurastone, there's this little groove in here all around all four sides. So that stone then fits on this track right here. Now this holds it off about a half inch to a quarter inch off the back wall. So you lay down your first one, and then there's a clip that will go on the side here. I'll show that in a second. So what I did on one side was put a straight edge, temporary, to where the brick will end. Or stone. So what we did was, this is about anywhere from 66.5 to 66.75, depending on how tight it would go. So I centered that on this wall, and this track you cut an inch shorter than what you want the stone. So the stone will overhang the track by about an inch on each side. Now the other thing I had to measure was from this floor up to the top is 96.5 on that side, a little bit more than 96.5 on this side. So 96.5 divided by 6 inches for the stone is about 16 rows. So we got 16 rows going up. That'll leave anywhere from an inch to a half inch on the top. So we did start this a little bit on the bottom. Now what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to cut this flooring because we have to pull this flooring up, and it's the snap stuff, so I need to be able to clear this. The stone will actually come out 1 3/8 inches, so once the stone is up, I'll cut the flooring. But what this will allow me to do is snap the flooring back in, and then I can shove a piece of trim under here that goes on top of the flooring and beneath the stone. So the edge of the floor won't be exposed, I guess is my point. Now, when it comes to this outlet, what's going to happen is there's going to be a bigger gap because we're going to go up 6 inches from here. We can cut the stones equal to this side, but there'll be a little bit of a gap up on top and then a bigger gap up on bottom, or on the bottom. This is going to be replaced, this faceplate and what we're doing, so that we can have a double wide. And I'll try and find a bigger cover to cover whatever the gap is by the stone, or make one, or do something. And then when we come up here, the idea is the stone row will be right about here, down 6 inches. So we're going to end the stone here. I'm not going to try and notch around all this stuff, and I may just end it here all the way. Again, there's going to be a TV here. You're not really going to see this behind here, but I'll know it's there. And now you will. So I'm trying to minimize the cuts with the layout of the stone. So one thing with the layout of the stone is you don't want any of the gaps here above each other, equal. We will have one at this outlet between the piece that goes here and the piece that goes there. So anywhere where there's like a little gap there, we'll use the cutoffs from the rows that are too long and put it in there, and we should be fine. And again, we won't have any seams equal on any two rows. So it should be just put this stuff up. Now, how to cut the stone, I haven't figured that out yet. So the first row we will put in this small, so this stone comes in 3 sizes. There's a large piece that's 25 and something, the small piece which is 10 and something, and then a medium piece like here which is 15 and something. So a medium and a small equal a large. That's how it comes out. So it allows you to stagger these. So I'm going to get started on the bottom row, put that on there, and start from this side or that side. And then when I get over to here and I have to cut this piece, I'll figure that out. I need a fiber cement saw blade. I'm not going to use my miter saw for this and get it all full of this dust. So I'm going to go look for one for my circular saw and build a jig to put the stone in to keep the circular saw straight and do that. Now in the end, what's going to happen, there'll be a small piece of trim down below. There'll be a wider piece of trim on either side, and then somewhat of a trim maybe up on the top. We'll see. We'll have to play that one by ear. But I've got cabinets and bookshelves that are going on this side that will hide some of that. So I'll probably put the trim on last after I build the cabinets, just to see if I need it to overlap or how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to leave that to the end. Okay, that's it for now.